Hello, YouTubers. This is Mike McGee, your doll collector, and I want to talk to you about one of my dolls that I had gotten a long time ago at Grant Avenue, Chinatown is a place to see. Grant Avenue, Chinatown is a place to be. Sayonara. I got her at a store up at Grant Avenue in San Francisco, and I couldn't believe how cheap this doll was, because if they sold this doll here where I live or anywhere else, it would have been skyrocket. But this was very, very cheap. And I got this back in early 2000s when I took my trip to San Francisco. I can remember when I was going home on the bus, they almost forced me to put it under the bus, but they let me take it with me on top of the bus. You know, there's one good thing about San Franciscans, that if you get lost somewhere, they'll go your way to tell you which the right directions to go. But also, there's some San Franciscans out there that don't like tourists. But I just had to get this doll because my mom used to have these two Japanese dolls, and I wanted a Japanese doll of my own, and I finally got this opportunity. I want to tell you the history of this Japanese doll that I got and what she represents. She's a geisha. And a geisha is an art in Japan that is now slowly dying. And it involves a Japanese woman dressed up in elaborate costume and a wig, and she serves the businessman through dinner and song and dance with a Japanese guitar about love and sorrow, and she also takes him to a tour. And occasions, geisha will also even entertain visiting families. Now, as I said, this art is dying because today's Japanese hostesses, that's what they call, dress up in modern clothing, and then they actually just tour directly to whatever place that the Americans wants to see, like a restaurant or something. And of course, they got to tip them and all that, and they eat with them. But the geisha idea is dying. Now, this should not be confused with prostitution, because it's true that some Asian prostitutes in Japan would disguise themselves as geisha girls, mainly to get clients. Well, being like in this country, it was illegal. In fact, there was a movie about that, but a geisha was never a prostitute. Never. And it's such a strict discipline. It's like being in the military. A woman's required to create the wigs and create flowers from paper and other stuff. They're so realistic, and if it's not, they'll make them do it all over again. If they feel they don't do a good job, they'll just boot them out. They discipline, like I say, very tough discipline, and they discipline themselves in their costumes and in their makeup. Now, if you look closely at this Japanese doll, she has a nice fan. She's expressing her hands in a dancing way, and she has some nice headdress decorations, and it looks like she's very happy. And here is behind this Japanese doll. If you look closely, she has her bow, and she has her flaps at the bottom, and she's totally posing to express dance. And these dolls are very, very interesting to collect, and they got different kinds. They even have male kabuki dolls. Do you know in the kabuki theaters that it's a tradition for men to dress up as Japanese women sometimes? And they're macho men who can all of a sudden portray themselves as feminine, like the traditions of Shakespeare. So, what you see now here is a Japanese doll disguised as a geisha, not to be confused with a prostitute. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Grant Avenue, Chinatown is a place to see. Grant Avenue, Chinatown is a place to be. Sayonara. Bye.